Yo, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about crane.
Crane!
I like cranes but I think cranes are a little misunderstood. No, I don't eat cranes.
One of the first things to talk about is crane fists. Now there's two kinds. There's the crane, yes, the crane fist like this. There's the crane beak, basically here, and then bring it in like so, just to make it stronger and so on and so on. Now this is really a goofy fist that you can do, but they have benefits. We'll show you how. And then of course the crane neck.
If you really want to make your beak, as Ron may say, pecker, stronger. One of the things that, also something that we should probably say to you guys, when you're working animals, make sure whatever you're using, if it's a tiger claw or the head of the snake, make sure that they're strong. What you don't want to do is start breaking fingers because someone didn't tell you to practice. And when it comes to the neck, you know, one of the things that's important is if you're going to hit this part, you know, you could possibly get away with it. This part, you'll break your wrist.
Yeah.
Right? So, and if you ever want to test that theory, put your hands in position and hit down as hard as you can. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Usually I'm the one who's saying that.
How did we change roles? How did he do that?
Crane is very known as a defensive style. So it's really big, but you don't start out big. You start out always like this, right? Right.
Not in the movies I saw.
Exactly. Well, remember, you're not living in a movie.
Can you imagine someone go like this, and the person yank their hand, just pull them right into a punch?
I could.
Yeah,
I totally could. Many of the things that we've always been doing is we're showing concepts. This will be the first time we're going to do what are called San Sao lessons. It's fun stuff, but this is really how to put your forms into street effective combat. So, my brother, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Now, remember, these are lessons, but these are also methods and principles and why they work and different things like that. So you have to think about when you're training.
We take this from form. So all of you guys know how to do this already. Now we're going to teach you how to put it together in a street effective combat.
So I'm going to have the SOB throw me a right. I'm going to step on the 45. I'm going to roll my strike here, and I'm going to use the neck to strike the ribs, right? So it's going to kind of go boom, boom, right? So it's boom, that way, right? And what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to hop around, remember, forearm here, and pull him to the ground, right? And then I'm going to peck his eyes out. So when you're moving your body in your reverse pivot, remember to drop your weight. If you're hitting someone who's standing, they may be a little, as they're in pain, their body is not as strong as it would be. So when you hit, it really is important that you drop their body down. So I'm here, we do a twisting stance and drop. Oh yeah. Right? And there's the neck again. I'm gonna come around, and the arc of the circle goes to his neck and goes straight down. It doesn't go around. So that's where I need to gather when I hit. Drop to a reverse pivot, and then peck. Okay?
Cool.
All right? So do you have, so I want you guys to understand that. Because if I go around, and it's a bigger person, then he may go that way, and then I get off balance. So I have to control the circumference of the circle.
Okay, first thing about San Sao is, Luis, where should we be far? How far should you be?
I mean,
how far should your opponent should you put your opponent?
Farther than your opening?
Exactly. This is what you want to do, right? Because you want your brain to actually have enough time to react. So what we're going to do, he's going to do a right straight punch, right, at my face. So what we're going to do is going to block out here, and then hit at the base of the skull with a beak, right? Now, as you do that, you snap. Okay? So I step out to the 90 this time and hit. Right? And then from there, you can come back and hit like so. That's also what we're going to do. So, really simple, right? So, again. Okay. 1, 2, right? And then, we'll step in here. This is easy. Again, We now step out to the 90. Here, turn your right shoulder and hit to the base of the skull. From there, step further in and hit like so and open. Right?
One of the things about San Sao techniques is, and people are like, well, they have an option. No, they don't have a choice. Well, I would just be able to do this. If you understand San Sao, you do not have an option. That's the way we train. That is the way we train. Now, of course, if we don't do the technique right, of course they have an option, but if we're right on and it's locked in, like that technique like my brother Ron just did, like Luis would have not had a choice to grapple him, to throw another punch or anything like that, because he's just right on top of him. And pain also is a motivator.
Crane wing lessons. Here, okay, so let's do from a right kick. So what I want to do is, I see a lot of people do this, right? We would just do, Sifu, Gus was just doing that here. These are also one of my favorite ones because they are also really fun and cool to pose with, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is a right straight, we're gonna bounce back into the back 45. So from there, I block down and I make sure I'm not perpendicular, I slice his leg, correct? Or else that bone to this bone, this is not gonna win.
Ouch.
Right? So here, from there, I see a lot of people who come out and work it. That is dumb. Okay? So what I need you guys to do is as soon as you traverse, as soon as you offset that hard and everything, see he's falling down already, then I don't stay out here, I come in. So here, my crane wing is gonna come out, here. And that's all I'm doing, right? So, one more time. I'm doing fun, right? So this, and then this comes here and hits. Hey. Thank you. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'll do that side. Okay, so one. Isn't that fun? All right.
And I guess it's my turn. Anyway.
Go. Crane wing, feather.
Okay, so I like the concept of crane wing, crane feather. I'm actually going to keep mine extremely simple. Okay, so I'm going to use the wings as well. I like the wings, so he throws me a right straight punch, right? So I'm going to come around here with my wing. I'm going to use a feather there. I'm going to use my wing here and just straighten his right down.
Awesome.
Right? So the objective is he comes around, boom, and it's the rhythm and timing. Watch the rhythm video and the timing video. And there he is right there. So I'm gonna push, use my wing, drop my wing, and as I drop my wing, watch, I'm gonna put my foot down at the same time. So his foot slid, okay? So that's the kind of concept, very simple.
I'm counting what my brother just did. So what you're talking about, he's saying simple, but there's actually 7 things that are happening there, all in congruence, all at the same time. So you can't get this without practicing your Sanzao.
Yeah, absolutely. Sanzao, you gotta have it. But you gotta have a why. Matter of fact, I changed my mind. I'm gonna move you over here, Luis. And the reason being is because I don't want you guys to, I don't want you to put my big butt in front of the mirror.
Twerk.
Right. So once again, he throws. I'm gonna come here, boom, which gets the body to react. See where it's at? Once again, toes up, and I'm drawing my weight directly in. So this time, I'm just gonna tap him on the side of the neck when we do it this time. So I'm gonna do it a little at tempo. Yeah. So I go here, bang. Almost seemed like I did nothing, almost like the no-touch punch, but there was touch. So one of the things that's really important, if you watch my brother and my thing, that we're rolling into our position. Now, why is that important? Because as you have the SOB, as you're moving him around, if you're off balance, he bumps you a specific way, then guess what? Then you're gonna go off balance. And if he's a much bigger person, you're a smaller person, then you're gonna have a real issue. But if you look at the video, you look at what my brother did, and what I did, we're rolling into our way. So as they're off balance, we're just redirecting where their energy goes. All right, so on this one, we're gonna be kicking it with the crane. Okay, we're gonna be talking about crane kicks. So I'll get started with this one because I'm gonna leave some for you, okay?
Oh, thank you.
So all the crane stuff I'm doing is from the knees down. So that's where I'm standing with that, you know. And I go here and I catch him here, right? And I do a jumping motion here. And I know, you guys are asking the same question he's asking. Are you gonna do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. so when he comes in, right, I go one, there's two motions. I like to make, from a distance standpoint, make a light contact, but I would actually kick them in the face. Yes, I can get my foot up just a few more times. Anyway, but the key to this is being on balance. He's gonna come through, I'm gonna come gather his balance and drive him right into. And then come around, wrapping both my wings and pull down. Okay, let's try that again and then I'll switch sides. So here, come around, off balance here, step around, switch my feet, come around, boom. And I would use like a chopping crane. Let's go over here. So he comes, let's do it a little bit slower. So it's boom, boom. I want him to run into it. And so if he's here, my chop is gonna go to about here, right? With that happening, my left leg is going to step, the one that's closest to his body, get him off balance, and then finish there, okay?
Nice.
All right, one more time, and then my brother's up, then you guys are gonna see some real kung fu. Okay? So it's, right? And then we should do a chin na video. Now, can I just quick before you come up, can I point something out? Here's what I love about chin na, when you use it from a San Sao perspective, I know. I'm not going to teach chin na, but when we do this move, and when you understand chin na, right, there's a chin na automatically there. My brother sees this already. When I come here, and his body comes around, and the body wants to roll, then there's the neck chin na right there.
Okay, now this one is really traditional, right? One of the things is the jumping one. I am doing the jumping one because my brother's not doing it. So one of the things is I'm gonna jump back, right? He's gonna go forward. I'm gonna block down like so. This is very traditional, but my foot's gonna go up. Be careful of this because it snaps out and you could break some bones. So it's really simple though. As you punch forward, I'm gonna jump back, right? So as I jump back, I just jump up this hip. I'm gonna block down, and this comes up, right? And it goes right to the solar plexus or to the floating ribs, right? And from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in and open up your crane wing by doing this, right? And we're gonna hit with our knee right down there. So here, right? And then from there, pop! If you need to. Or do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is jump back again, jump, and then hit, like so, right? So I hit, bam, really quick. Then I go into what is called a kneeling stance right here. Notice how it actually brushes off across here, and then as his head's coming down, it comes up. You can do this, whatever, here, whatever you want, because nothing's coming at you already. So it's very important to blast your opponent on the other side. So, one more time. So I can't really do this too fast, because if I do this really fast, his knee's gonna hit, so it's bam!
Do you guys see how he's screwing himself in the ground? As Luis's body is all over the place, he's total control of his body. I see a lot of motions really, really high. The problem is when you're dealing with someone who has a size advantage over you, what's gonna happen is your feet's gonna start rocking around in your shoes. And now, if you're not more athletic than this person, then you're gonna have an issue. I like what you did. You screwed yourself down, so it didn't matter how he moved, you were just still attacking.
Right.
Yeah, really good.
Right. So it's always learning the San Sao part of that. I understand if he punches, I come here, right, and I kick. I don't have to jump to do that. I can just bump back and just kick, right? And then I know once I did that, this is how he's gonna end up. And then when I hit here, I know that I'm gonna go underneath it so I can come up and down here. So I probably screw my one part of my stance into his leg. So all of these things from doing San Sao will get you to understand what's next. So basically you're just doing your prediction.
Yeah, you're one step ahead.
You're predicting 1 to 2, sooner or later, what you want to do is, if he's gonna attack me, I want him there with his face down. The next guy's coming up, okay, I want him over there with his leg broken. That's what you're thinking.
So when you guys are working out with someone and your master says, work this movement here, and you just feel like, oh my God, that was almost effortless. That's the San Sao in your art. If you don't have that, you should really experience it because it is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So for you guys out there, once again, I said this in other videos, start putting videos up. Doesn't matter if it's the simplest move or the most complex move, don't be shy. And you're gonna run into people, naysayers. We always run into, that doesn't work and that would never work in real life, and forget about those people. This is not about them, this is about our Kung Fu community.
Don't watch a toilet bowl flush. Especially dirty ones.
Exactly.
Okay, just flush it, pull it down, and go on.
Oh, what about you? Exactly.
Okay, so, but crane is one of the most dangerous and most fun things, but it also has a lot of traditional concepts of it that you have to understand. There's beautiful stuff about it, but remember, what we just showed you, me and my brother just showed you, it could be really effective if you know what you're doing. So remember, do your San Sao, not just technique.
Yeah.
So this is King Kong Pong for Crane Combat.
Hey, go back! Good job.
And commercial.
And you had Alexa, right?
I'll do the Papa John's commercial.
Welcome to Papa John.
Is your left nut not falling as lower as your right nut?
Are you looking at hot women and just not getting aroused?